P's, Q's, all that jazz. All right. Just giving it a second here. Make sure everything is connected. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, and a 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. We are on episode 676. Quite the fun little number to have. We're just 20 away from a really fun number, which we'll probably not acknowledge in any way. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. I'm your host here, finally able to speak while my tongue isn't a dead lump of meat that is preventing me from talking. I am, of course, Circuit Main. But I'm also joined by my wonderful group of analysts here. Analysts, panelists, well-wishers, well-doers, and nefarious ne'er-do-wells that I cannot seem to get rid of. Yeah, I'm joined by my wonderful group of cohorts. We have DM21.
We're going to be melting like ice cream and popsicles.
We are joined by Textalion.
Hey.
We're joined by Toakoi.
I'm one of the people he can't get rid of for some reason.
And of course, we have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I mean, why would you want to get rid of me?
And of course, we're here to bring in the Brony community for last week. And I will get into that in just a moment. But I do want to give a bit of a service announcement for all of you that are joining us. If you're catching us live, we have the 4th of July weekend coming up in I can't say a few short days, but it's like 4 or 5 days. But it's 4th of July. It means it's going to be nice. It's going to be barbecues. It's going to be lots of people going out there. It's going to be fireworks. And unfortunately, due to celestial events and weather patterns, it is going to be hot. We have actually received a lot of word and caution that there is a massive heat dome that is going to be around the eastern and central United States. So if you are in the States during this weekend, I just wanted to get the word out there to warn people that it is going to be very, very warm, for lack of a better... no, let's just face it. You're going to be frying eggs on the sidewalk kind of weather. Be careful. Stay cool. Keep hydrated. And, just exercise caution. If you start to see your vision blur and dead relatives are beckoning, it's okay to crush a can of soda at that point.
No, better yet, crush a bottle of water.
Especially the bottle of water. I'm just saying, keep it refreshed if you absolutely have to. But as that's just our warning here, let's go ahead and open up our soapbox to talk a little bit about some fun stuff. And of course, we're going to do that with a big helping of WUB. So I would like to ask all of you, as I do every week, what's up, Bronies? But before I actually ask that, I do need to get on the soapbox here and explain kind of what happened last week. And why we're literally doing last week's show this week. Sorry, I realized 2 of you were ready to jump in, but... So Some of you who turned in last week would have noticed we played Mecha Chameleon? Or Mecha? Mecha? I don't know. It's not Mecha, apparently. It's like Mecha or something like that. But yes, we're playing a game, and I was not able to speak because I had a dental appointment. Now, this was a series of unfortunate events that led to all of this, so I wanted to come clean and clear in all of this. I knew I had a dental appointment coming up and that it was for cavities. Because, you know, they just love to find those cavities and fill them. Go ahead and somebody, Art Service. Now, really quickly, I should probably add, this is going to be talking a little bit about dental work. I'm not going to get into very specifics, but some people might still get squeamish. So if you don't like if you don't like that sound, I'd tune off for about 5 minutes and then come back. I'll make sure to keep this within 5 minutes. At the absolute worst, it'll probably be quicker than that, but just give it a heads up there. So the appointment was actually set for the week prior, before I was going to have a day off, because I didn't want to deal with it while I had other things going on, because I'm smart like that, and everybody wants to schedule appointments on Monday, and I don't know why. But I had it set for a Thursday, and I was set. Actually, maybe it was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday or Thursday, but I was set. Nothing was going to happen. I was just going to get it done, get it over with, go home, lay on the couch, watch some TV, go to sleep. Simple, easy, done. No. Before it could happen, I received a text, and it's just like, yeah, no, sorry. We can't do that day. The doctor's busy. So here are 2 days. Here's the Friday that I have off in the middle of the day. And not only do I have it off, I'm taking my car in to get looked at and oil changed. So I wouldn't have my vehicle. So that's obviously a no-go immediately. And here's Monday. At the time that we both want, that I said I would like, but Monday. And I'm just going, really? Really? And I would have pushed this, but the other reason I was also trying to go through with this appointment as quickly as possible is I got a crown put in 6 months ago, and it's been extremely sensitive because apparently there are some gaps in there. And they were going to put some desensitizer in there and finally get that taken care of too, which would have been nice. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? It's probably just some small cavities. Maybe I'll get a little Novocaine. I might speak a little weird for a while, but then things will be fine. Fine. We'll do it on Monday. You get your wish, gods. I will finally acquiesce to your endless demands for the last decade. I will have a dental appointment on Monday, as you requested over time and time again, and I kept telling you no, but fine, I will give you this inch.
And they took it a goddamn mile on you, didn't they?
I wish it was a mile, my god. But let's continue on. So, I prepared for that Monday. I said, hey, work. I need to leave a little early. I'll work later another day. Perfectly fine. I get out early. I book my way through freeway traffic, and it is bad freeway traffic for some weird reason. So I'm gunning it over the freeway, past speed limits, and through construction zones to try to make it on time, which I did. Then they just all, okay, go ahead and sit down. We'll come with you shortly. And they go. It takes about a minute or two, and then they take me in. It's like, okay, let's get you started. Now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna numb up your mouth, and obviously this is to get you ready for the Novocaine. Fine, okay, let's just do this. I know it's gonna be a bit of Novocaine. Then they shove a cotton ball in there. Okay, that's normal. 2 cotton balls in there. Okay, that's a little weird. 3 cotton balls. Huh. And then the needles. 1. The 1 jab. 2 jabs. 3. 4. 5. Oh my god, I'm feeling this one in my nose. And about 7 times, 7 to 8, they shot all over the place. I am not a happy camper right now.
7 jabs.
Several jabs. I don't know if they were just having a hard time finding a spot or if I got enough Novocaine in me to take out an elephant. I do not know. But they finally finished. And it's just like, okay, fine, we're done. Let's get started. They do one of the cavities. Perfectly fine. Simple, easy. It sucks a little bit, but it's not so bad. That's what I was expecting. And what I thought was going to happen this whole time. The second one. They get started. I wasn't numb.
What?
I don't know how. But in all of those jabs, in all of those attempts, they did not get the correct location for that tooth. My God.
No.
I
Oh, no.
immediately, I gripped that chair and I made a few sounds. It wasn't like but I definitely made it well known. No, this is all right. I'm hurting. This hurts. This is not good. It's like, oh, I guess you're still feeling that. Let's try this again. 8, 9, 10. 10 jabs of Novocaine.
And of course, you doing that reminds me of an actual country song where this happened.
Cool. We're not talking about that now. Moving on. We're continuing on. So, I get those jabs, and then they're just like, okay, we're going to sit there and let it settle. And I'm sitting there. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3. 4. Oh, the song changed. 5. 6. The song changed again. 7. 8. Did they forget about me? But no, they eventually come. They come back. And then the dental work begins. And yeah, this is I want to say standard, but it's just like I had 10 jabs. I'm not very happy. I have the show on my mind, and they jab the freaking rubber block into the back of my teeth. So I basically got my mouth pried open, and I absolutely hate it whenever that happens. But I'm just trying to suffer through it and get through it, getting all done, and it finally finishes. And then they give the standard, okay, yeah, be sure not to, you don't want to chew anything until you start to fill your mouth. You might bite your tongue. Just be careful, da-da-da. Let us know if you have any sensitivity, if something feels off, yada, yada. Bingo, bango, done. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Yeah, just get me out. I'm out. I'm done. My frustration has reached peak. I'm out. And of course, I get home and I give it about an hour and so because I still have some time before the show. And then the pre-show time comes up and I'm just like, okay, we'll give it a little more time. No, my tongue stays absolutely numb. The left part of my cheek, numb. My teeth, semi-numb. Which is not surprising considering they basically didn't seem to hit it quite right. So, yeah, the show, I basically had to say, no, it can't happen because my entire left side of my mouth is so completely numb, it feels like my entire face is frozen. And I know I'm biting my tongue and my cheek. Not because I'm feeling anything, but because my teeth stop moving. And weird ways. So it's just like, I'm trying to talk and it's just like, suddenly my teeth stop and I'm like, oh, that's not normal. That means I bit something I shouldn't have. So, yeah. Eventually, after the show is done, I get to sleep all hunky-dory. That should be the end of the story. Not quite. Sorry. Last little bit of the story here. Now, the whole point of me doing the cavities was, as I mentioned, I had a cap put on my tooth, and it has a very sensitive portion to it. And it kind of sucks right now. So the reason I was going through this is to try to get that desensitization done so I can enjoy ice cream without having to play field hockey with it. And I thought they got it at first because I felt something weird in the area where my tooth cap is. But a couple days later, no, they forgot to do that. So the whole point of me pushing to get this done was even forgotten. So I went through hell and missed doing my show proper. For nothing. Well, I got the cavities filled, but it didn't go for the goal. I tripped at the finish line. They tripped at the finish line for me. So eventually I'm going to have to go back again. But I don't want to do that for a while because of what just happened.
Are you thinking of going to another dentist?
Ah, God, I'm tempted. I will not lie. I am sorely tempted. And just because I don't want to say it. No, I'll say it. This is not the first time in recent memory that things have been really screwy with them. This is just the first time it hurt my mouth.
Reminds me of the dick around the dental office I go to has for scheduling. Like, I can't get a date nailed down for the life of me because that dental office is so overworked and so busy as hell that they just keep they can't go appointment months later without moving it once to another day later or
I was
sooner.
about to say second. Is this the same place that had that snafu with the money?
Yes, that's part and parcel of that.
So this is, I would call this strike two. If there's a
If this is a strike 2, my God, I do not want to know what strike 3 is going to be at this point.
You might as well
Well,
leave
you know
it.
what I mean, though.
Strike three's gonna be
Within
worse.
the year and within recent memory.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my what's up, Brony. At least in regards to the dental and what happened with the show. Anybody else have any other whoops they want to throw out there? And Jasper, I agree. It's kind of funny that they say, yeah, ice cream isn't good for your teeth, but you know, even if they tell me not to take it after dental surgery, you're not stopping me. I'm taking ice cream after surgery.
Yeah.
Or at least normally I would, but all I had for ice cream was peanut butter cup filled ones where you had to crunch into it, so it wouldn't have been good for me. I did, however, have Greek yogurt, cold Greek yogurt, which was nice.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good substitute.
It's the best middle ground I had.
Well, Circuit, I don't know. Circuit, I don't know if I told you about the story about my thumb, but I'm gonna keep it short.
Go for
They
it.
had to numb that area at one time, and man, the agent they used to numb me did things to my head. It's like I went into a big blur. My head snapped something into my head. It felt like my head boomed or something like that. I really don't know what happened. I whited out for like a few seconds.
Damn.
Wow.
As for me, before Circuit had his dental excursion, in the previous weekend, I was having fun at an anime convention, got to see Weird Al, and people dropped the ball on me, so I walked, I say 60 blocks, mainly because of, I count the streets, not how actual far it is. Turned out it was 10 miles just walking for 4 hours to get home. Go to sleep for 4 hours, get up, go to work, and do a 10-hour shift. Come home, do this, then go to sleep. So yeah, Monday was also rough for me.
Last week was kind of a crap show because guess what? Have you ever read the book Breakfast for Skunks for Breakfast?
No, but I've been starting to read Dungeon Crawler Carl recently, but I don't think that's neither here nor there.
I guess that makes sense. It's mainly a Canadian children's book. Anyway, imagine that situation, but not underneath a house, but underneath a garden shed in the backyard. Yeah, we have a mother skunk with her babies underneath the damn shed. Thankfully, we don't use it, but the landlord does, and I don't know always how he's going to react if he ever needs to go back there.
Well, if he's smart, he's not going to irritate him because they only spray with it when they're scared. As long as they're pretty relaxed about things.
Well, guess what? The dog the other night they couldn't. Well, I can't remember which one of my family members, but they didn't get the dog back in time, and the dog almost got sprayed. She we smelled it a little bit around her neck and her head, but it didn't stay. So it must have just the scent
Residual. Yeah, must have been
the
a clean.
residual. Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. That's good. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I feel bad for our European friends out there. I've been hearing a lot about some of them just dealing with a really bad heat wave over there right now, which we're about to. So, well, most of us
But,
are.
you know, first we get the rain.
And then we get the heat. But
Then
also,
we get the
they.
big cheese. No, sorry.
But then again, our friends in Europe don't get heat like this because they normally only top out to like, for us would be like 80 to 90 degrees on average for their hottest days. They get into like 100.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Anybody else have any other wubs that they want to throw out there?
My family has been redecorating the living room lately.
Nice. Yeah, we finally got the truck running, that little Ranger, so that's fun.
Oh, I read something. I read about that earlier last weekend.
And because of how the weather was, we're like, ah, screw it, let's go grab that camper and rip the shell off so it's ready for reinforcement and welding. So did that.
All right. Okay. Anybody? All right. I think that's all the wubs we have here. Does anybody else has any wubs that they want to throw out there? All right. Wubs are done. Let's go ahead and get into the news here. We're going to start off with convention news. Unfortunately, we missed a week, so we probably missed some one of the conventions that are going on was happening. Actually, we did. There was an online convention happening. Now that I'm talking about it, let's quickly bring it up here real fast. And I do want to give a big shout out here to. Oh, anyway, sorry. So, yeah, Full Spectrum Fest had their Stardust event happen this last weekend. This was a full online music concert that was happening over in Ponytown. Of course, our wonderful White Phoenix was there once again to take pictures of all of the maps and put them in our conchat board here on the Brony Show Discord. So if you have access to that, you can take a look at all of the screenshots of the map, the areas. Really awesome space theme going on there. Though I'm wondering if anybody walked around in there as a Moogus. But oh, they had a melon tent. You know what? That's all we needed in life. They got the melon tent. That's all I needed to know. But yeah, no, the convention definitely was a. Oh, I mentioned the melon tent and I don't bring up the image of that. What is going on with me here? There we go. There we go. Melon tent. But yeah, so this was a fun little convention that happened. I don't think I was too aware of it, so I made a quick announcement as soon as I was aware of it before actual events started. So hopefully if people wanted to check it out, they had the opportunity to. But it sounds like they had a great musical time, and I can't wait for the next one to happen there. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the cons that are happening or will be happening. We of course got Zombar Comp that is happened. Sorry, I gotta remember. Some of these have already happened and it's over. Zombar Comp, this was on a camping ground over in the Netherlands. Looks like it was a great time over there. Big old music festival event. I am not going to get through this anymore, am I? My tongue is just dead. So yeah, take one last look at ponies hugging and fighting on the beach. Or actually lakeside. Look at that.
So when are they starting the next one?
Probably next year. But we got plenty more in the meantime. Of course, we got Norse Horse Con, which is happening in a few short days over in Herning, Denmark. If I recall, this one is actually a newer con that is happening in that area.
Mhm.
So, and if I also recall, I think they already sold out of their passes and everything. So hopefully we'll hear some more about this con as it happens in a few short days. But yeah, unfortunately, the passes have already been sold out, and it looks like they're getting ready to go in. And all right, once again, caution warning, heads up warning, environmental warning, toxic warning. I don't know. I gotta give all the warnings here. In 10 days, MLPCon is set to happen. By this thing, their website still isn't working.
Mhm.
Honestly, I wonder if the website won't work until the day of. It wouldn't surprise me. But of course, it is an online convention run by the Bronies of 4chan. So you know what you're getting into. Just be cautious if you are curious. If you know, you already know, and I don't need to tell you anything. But if you don't know, just be cautious, be careful. It's a bunch of very interesting people that are over there. Not all of them are messed up. It's 4chan.
In the nicest way, it's Tabers, but there's more than one.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna. We also got Shanghai Brony Festival. It's happening at the same time over in Shanghai. It's gonna be really interesting to see all of the merch and pictures that come out from that because the Brony community has been hitting really hard over there. It's been really interesting to see, and I love it. The next day after that, we also have Brony Scott. That's happening in Glasgow, UK.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like I'm being... Anyway. So, yes, this is hoping at Grosvenor Hotel over in Scotland with a music event happening one day and the convention itself on another. So, if you are in that area, I hope you enjoy. I hope it's a fun time, and it's just coming up very shortly. I clicked wrong. There we go. And of course, a little bit after that, a few days after that, the first Sunshine PonyCon is going to be happening in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This, of course, is the big convention that has been set up by a lot of the people that left the Sequestria. Was it?
Yeah, it was Sequestria because that was the Maryland one before the other one came back.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people at Sequestria, and they made Sunshine PonyCon, and this is their first convention after getting advertising and getting things set up to happen. So yeah, it's looking like a lot of fun. I can't wait to hear the results of everything that happens here. I wish I could go myself, but unfortunately it's way out there, and my money is way not there.
Plus, we have Everfree to look forward to.
Well, we got that too, but that's also part and parcel of the money problem. So, Sunshine PonyCon. Then, of course, after that, the next day after that, well, actually happening in between, because this starts on the 17th and 19th, this starts on 18th and 19th, the China Southern Brony Carnival is happening in Guangzhou province. Guangzhou in the Guangdong province. Let's see. I think last I pulled this up. Oh, no, yeah, it's a normal site. Oh, wow, this is nice. This is so nice.
The fact that it's moving is very nice.
Well, not just moving, you got a little glowing thing in the background there with their insignia. But yes, this is the. I don't know how long this has been going on. I've only recently been dipping into the other big other conventions that are happening all over the price. But anyway, yeah, it looks like they're getting set up. I really can't wait to see what happens with this one as well. Looks like exciting times. I'm sure most of us are unfortunately just going to be able to experience it through their pictures after it's all over. Okay, who's ready to get banned by China now?
Oh no.
We weren't going there anyways. Let's pot it.
All right, we also got the Taiwan Ponyville Con over in Taiwan. But yes, this is of course another pony convention happening over in the Asia.
I would go with
Taiwan.
I would go like the Sea of Asia just for simplicities.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like this one is going to be a lot of fun as well. I'm really excited to see all of these conventions, and I can't wait to see all of the results that come of it. But yeah. Oh, it looks like this convention is done through a tea party like format.
Huh.
But yeah, it looks like it's a smaller one, but still happening in the Taiwan area. So I can't wait to see more about that. That looks like so much fun. And of course, we've been talking a lot about this one, but now the time is slowly coming up. And by slowly, I mean you blink and you miss it. TrotCon. This, of course, is another one of the big conventions that has been happening due to events beyond their control. They have decided to go online this year. This is just for this year. And once again, it's not for anything financial. It's more medical reasons. We're going to leave it as that. But yes, this is fully online. It is free online, so you don't even have to pay anything to join in. It's just going to be happening. However, they still have applications open for from panel to community guests. They still have their store open with passes and other merch and other random things, including banners. Especially if you have that kind of money. I mean, dang it, I would like to have a banner at one point. That'd be so sweet.
You know, in fairness, that 2025 beta is kind of going to be rare.
Well, I mean, yeah, they only make it for that year. And if you think about it, they only have the one banner left for each of the different things. So, like, yeah, this one, they only have the registration left over, which is still nice and cool. Wonder which one's the registration, though.
If I would have to take a guess.
It said it was made by Newtaz, so I don't think it's either of these. Newtaz's art style is either the dragon one here or this one.
That seems more like registration, just because, you know, showing people, hey, this is where you need to go.
Yeah. And this one, of course, is the vendor hall.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the After Dark? Oh, yeah, let's get the After Dark one. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Yeah, comics, comic books, other fun things. They have a fun little bit of merch, and yep, all of this, once again, all online, all free to use. So, yeah, we're going to be checking it out. We're even going to see if we can do some things there. We can't make any promises yet because we're still trying to figure things out. But, yeah. Wow, a lot of Chinese conventions, apparently. We got the Jinan Brony Festival. That's happening over in Shandong province in China. Take a quick look at this one, because that's literally all we have that's just happening in that area.
In fairness, China is rather large, therefore I can imagine.
Yeah. I absolutely love that the PonyCons are still happening too, just my mage. I just wish that some of them were actually within reaching distance, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. You also got the Beijing BronyCon that's happening on the 25th and 26th. Yeah, big wild guess where that one's happening. That's right, it's happening in Florida. And okay, we'll quickly. Wow, three all at once. We got three.
Not all.
One in Dreamland Con that's happening in Flamingo Harbor Hotel in Tianjin, China. We got the Chongqing Brony Festival that's happening at the Great Wall Hotel in Chongqing, China. And we also have Malang Pony 2. That's happening in Seoul, South Korea. Wow!
Oh, hey, there's a rave.
There's definitely a rave going on, all right. Oh, my world.
But, yeah, those three are going to cannibalize each other.
No, not really. I mean, one's in South Korea. It's in a whole nother essentially a whole nother country.
Oh, I meant two of them. Sorry.
Maybe.
No, because they could be on opposite sides of China.
It's also China, and China is, let's face it, China is huge, and it has a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, they are probably going to be pretty nicely split between themselves, unless they're really right next to each other. You know what? Let's have a little fun here. We can view this on a map. Xianyin is it looks like it is in the northeastern part of China, very northeastern. In fact, if anything, yeah, that might actually affect the South Korea one, if anything at all.
Hold on, I love this little feature they have. Second, go back to the map.
I just realized it myself after I clicked. So yeah, that's Dreamland, and Gyeongyang is way, way, way down there. It is in the southwest. It is literally across the country.
I figured that
Wow.
would be the case.
Well, the one I didn't. Well, I wasn't thinking about being close to any of them. It was the one the closest to the other one.
Yeah,
No, that's still an ocean between them.
yeah. But yeah, the only ones that
I
might
know
cannibalize
technically
each
it's
other
sea,
is
but-
you got Tianjin BronyCon over in October there, and
Just across the
DreamlandCon
lake.
in August. Which those.
What
are
about the one
really-
up top there?
What about the one up top?
That's the Beijing one. Okay.
But yeah, that one, those two are the closest that might come to cannibalizing one another, but they got enough time between them. Heck, if anything,
That's about a month.
this is the one that might end up hurting one or the other, because you got one in July and one in August right afterwards, right over here. It's still a hell of a lot of distance between the two, but yeah,
Yeah, and all, but it is like a month apart, so
it is a month apart, and it is in a very populated area, so it's probably not
Mhm.
going to be all that bad.
yeah,
Actually, this is kind of funny looking at this. All the pony conventions in the United States are all around the outside area. We don't got anything right in the
aside-
middle.
aside
minute.
from like,
No, something's wrong here. Where's Harmony? Probably hasn't announced.
yes,
next
it's
one.
not on the map at the moment.
Yeah.
And where is?
On this
Okay.
Fresmere, this Fresmere
Yeah.
and Brony Expo that are going to be going on here sometime soon.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's also that
we
one
got
over
off
in-
track here. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go move on. Yay!
Do we even have a track at this point, or are we just floating?
We always have a track. It's just that it's kind of like I'm trying to keep everybody to it, and everybody keeps trying to go to the island with sirens.
but they're so
Whatever you
pretty.
say, Odysseus.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Well, it's either that or Sinbad.
Look, I want to go see my daughter every now and again, okay?
I get that.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the news here, or at least what little we do have. Once again, this news is a week old, but it is still prevalent in a way. So first off, we're gonna start off talking about, well, Gameloft, because they are still expanding on the pony game over there, and they once again have done something interesting with pony designs.
They're going on the grunge scene, I see.
Yeah.
Is
I'll
it
say.
grunge? It feels like this is referencing something else, but I do not know what it is.
I have no. I'm just looking at like torn black clothing and stuff like that. Everything's washed out.
No, that's definitely grunge just because of all the spikes. Because it can't be emo because, you know,
Celestia has all the spikes. I don't know about the rest of them.
and it can't be gothic because it feels, you know, too haphazard to be gothic.
But also, like goth is generally like a little bit more like they wear nice like dark clothes. Is not all ratty.
Yeah.
If anything, this feels like somebody was trying to do a post-apocalyptic and then they just got tired halfway.
It could be a punk type of thing, though.
I don't know. I feel so bad. I mean, Celestia is definitely channeling something there. I mean, look at that.
That feels either punk.
She's ready to slap someone.
Yeah, it feels very punk in how she is, plus the blue sun.
She's ready to go talk to her manager.
No, she's ready to beat the manager.
Actually,
Actually, it's even funnier. I mean, actually, think about it. It's even crazier because you basically got these other ones that are just in like tattered clothing. Luna also has the same thing, and Celestia is the only one with freaking black spikes. It's just like she's taking it to the other level. Oh,
Isn't
Black
that
Hole
weird
Sun! Oh
because-
my God! You know
Yes!
what? No, we're done. We're done. Black Hole
we
Sun.
figured it out. We cracked the code. Okay.
Oh, geez.
As we pointed out, grunge and or like punk.
We have nothing to fear. She's stuck.
Do you know what I just noticed? Look at Sunset's hoof.
Yeah, the braids.
Oh wow.
Well,
It looks like she's got like some something like tangle thorn that they showed in like one of the episodes just around her.
Hmm.
anyway,
But again,
we're gonna go ahead and move
it
on from
feels
here.
very 90s.
I like this. I really do like this. It's amazing that they keep coming out with this stuff. I mean, if all else fails, at least this will provide some interesting inspiration time to time to the Brony community. But it's amazing Game Loft is coming out with this stuff, though. At the same time, one can come up with the argument they're literally just putting them in rags and calling it a new outfit. It's like, they're in rags. Go and buy the entire set. That's another $100. Like, oh my
I
god.
mean,
It's a
in
weird lineup of
fairness,
characters.
They must be
in
running out of
fairness,
ideas.
they do kind of do that with some characters from time to time. Just go, let's throw in cut off clothing and say they're exploring or accident or battle damage.
Well, I guess battle damage is an option. Yeah. All right. Here's one that actually let me double check here real fast because I just realized
I don't think Anime Expo's happened yet.
I don't think so either, but it's about to. I mean, literally, it's this weekend. So, well, it says it right there on the image. Why did I look for 5 more seconds? Okay.
You're good, man. You're
So
good.
Caillou is obviously, if you can't tell, they are going to be at Anime Expo to promote their card sets, and of course that includes ponies. Whether there's going to be special cards that you can only get over there, or yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, these are definitely the playing cards that they're going to be advertising, and they look really awesome. I do love this. If you are going to Anime Expo, you're not caring about this at all, and I am very sure of that. But still, I hope you do. You are a little bit and want to check it out. I mean, look at this. This is so cool. So nice.
Oh.
It's beautiful artwork. They have talented artists.
They do. I absolutely love this. But yeah, Anime Expo is going to have a Caillou event and plenty of cards. And it looks like they're going to have K-Pop Demon Hunter and Naruto. So, plenty of different options. And we already mentioned this, but I might as well go ahead and talk about it in length. Fresmare has been announced for Fresno, California for October 30th to November 1st. The thing is, I've known Fresmare was going to be happening. I didn't know how it was happening, to be honest. Okay, you know what? Let's get into this a little bit here. So I was aware of a couple of pony conventions that were going to be coming from the ashes and remains of BabsCon. Fresmare being one of them. I didn't know it by name, but I knew that a pony convention was being planned. Now, the thing about Fresmare is when I was at HarmonyCon, I did see advertisements posted for both Pony Expo, which is going to be the other California convention, and Fresmare. Ponies Expo, of course, had a nice nice business card like advertisement thing going on. It had the dates, it had location, very very professional looking. Looked like they were ready and they were getting set up, and it was gearing up for the full advertisement. Fresmare had a big piece of paper that looked like it was made out of a printer and cut in quick haste. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure what to think of that. But keeping an eye on things as they were moving along, you could see here the website has come along quite nicely. They got art out there of their characters. They have the announcements set up, the venue, registration. Actually, I haven't even seen what the registration is going to. Woof. Well, admittedly, oh, okay, sorry. All right. Yeah, I missed it early. I literally missed it. No, yeah, I literally missed it early off. Okay, fair. So, yeah, it looks like Fresmare is setting up for a kind of a Nightmare Night-ish kind of convention, at least for this year. I wish I could go. I can't make any commitments at the moment, especially because it was announced so late, and once again, my finances aren't exactly all happy-go-lucky right now. But I'm excited though. I'm excited because if this goes well and Ponies Expo goes well, we literally have 2 new conventions that I have a very equal and easy opportunity to get to as opposed to 1. So I'm hoping for the best for them, and it looks like they are really starting to ramp things up. I'm really hoping for the best. And heck, they got a giraffe. You don't see a giraffe very often as a mascot.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So yeah, I just wanted to give them a big shout out here because they have really started to ramp things up. It looks really interesting, and I'm gonna bet that this is gonna be a little bit on the smaller side. So it's not gonna be like one of the big conventions like Everfree or I don't want to say Trop because technically they're online this year. Everfree, Ciderfest, those conventions, you know, they tend to be pretty large. I'm going to imagine that this is going to be a little bit more on the smaller side, which might actually be a more fun and intimate experience for people. Anyway, so that is there. That is, we'll consider that advertised. How's everybody doing? We're all good?
Yep.
All right. So that is it for the news. That's right. We only had a little bit of news in regards to everything last week. There wasn't really much to talk about. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit. Now as sorry, my English is starting to fail me utterly and rapidly. So I'm trying my best here. So, as I've been mentioning in the past, since there hasn't been a whole lot more news, I wanted to start really shining a spotlight on some of the amazing creators that we have out there in the Brony community, because we have been getting a lot more newer creators, and sometimes they don't get a spotlight on them like they used to, because it's sometimes harder to, or they just get passed off because we have so many. So, I want to do my best to shine a light on some of these. So we're going to start off here with Triadic Cues. This has actually been a really awesome creator. They got a really fun art style on them. I really like it. It's got a nice little cartoonish, comic bookish kind of vibe. A lot of OCs in here.
I say I've seen them around. They've been around for a long time.
They have been. They have really been around for a long time, but at the same time, they don't seem to get posted all that often. I mean, on Derpy Border, they only have 75 entries here. I'm not entirely sure if that's by choice.
It could be like me, where I never posted a single picture I've ever commissioned onto Derpy, yet somehow they're all on there.
That could very much be. And speaking of which, you have the right of it. The first way I found them was by Blue Sky, where they advertise commissions. So yeah, if you really like their art, you know, it's always fun to find an artist that actually has really good prices and really good quality art. And this isn't bad at all. I mean, get a nice little flat color full body, $45. I mean, that is nice. I mean, somebody tell me you wouldn't want that.
It's very tempting.
Very much so, yeah. But yeah, I just saw that they do commissions. I saw they have some great artwork going on. I wanted to advertise it because great artists, great art, good commission prices. You know, it's a nice full bag there. So, yep, this is Triadic Cues. The information will be in our show notes, as of course, if you are interested. But we also got another artist that I wanted to throw out there. This one is called Uncle Chai. And this one is beautiful. Amazing painted style art right here. With it still has its comedic senses too.
It's kind of messy, but in a fun way.
It's a fun kind of messy.
It's kind of like It's almost like a chalky kind of texture to it.
I was feeling more watercolors, but yeah, maybe more chalky. It's not. Yeah, watercolor tends to be a little bit more lighter.
Yeah, it makes.
Yeah. But yeah, just a lot more artistic a lot more I don't want to say artistic merit. That is not the word, but
Ooh,
it definitely has a
that's
style.
cute
It's
derpy.
definitely a lot more artistic style to it.
Yeah.
Which, admittedly, that can cause it that some people might like it, some people might not. I personally am a fan of it. I think it's a great artistic style. And I love the little bits of humor that you get in the images as well.
Yeah. Just click on that Sombra one for us. Just
Alright.
damn.
Yeah. I can hear some people salivating out there. I know who you are. But yeah,
I mean,
just an
sitting right next to you.
amazing artist that I wanted to get the word out on them as well. But yeah, once again, this is an artist that we will have in our show notes if you really like them. As I always do, I encourage you, follow their art, try to find their socials, follow them, encourage them, let them know how much you love their work. It's always awesome to find.
Is there show notes for this? Oh, no, never mind. I just found it.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, everything here was planned a week ago, and it was ready to go, and then I got dentaled.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, why there isn't a new one? Okay.
Yeah. And with that, there is one other thing. This one was kind of a weird one because I've been trying to expand into stories and things like that, but as I mentioned, I kind of got caught up in Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I'm happy for because I'm glad I get caught up in any kind of reading. But it also means that I need to expand my horizons a little bit when it comes to Brony content that is out there for people. And I found some interesting Brony content, especially in this day and age where a lot more interesting things are available to us. And so I found this website by complete and utter dumb accident.
It's just a place where you can get models and stuff?
Yep, exactly that. 3D models that could be put into a 3D printer and printed out. And the best part about it is they make an absolute case that it is not AI.
Oh no, for cults, you have to specify if it has AI or not on it. Otherwise, they will not let you use it.
Yeah,
and
but
you can't sell it.
You'd be surprised how many people try to get away with not announcing that. Which, if they're, you know what, not getting into that argument, walking away.
It's something people have to deal with. I know.
But yeah, it's not just this one. This is the one I randomly ran across when I was talking with somebody and looking at some things. But yeah, no, just this amazing Twilight Sparkle, which I might see about actually getting this printed out and see how that goes. But yeah, no, if you actually decide to bring it up, there is so...
Oh yeah, Colt has a lot out of this.
Yeah.
Hey, Pip.
There's so much here. Some of it simple designs, some of it a little more complicated, a little bit weird. Very weird.
Also remember, some of this stuff is not in the colors that they are showing. That could be paint.
Well, it could be paint, or it also could be whatever filament they use to print it out.
Now, I believe that blank AJ more than I believe anything painted.
Oh, the AJ, no, that is not that is not.
No, I'm talking about the statue one, similar to the Miku. Or is that a Fluttershy?
Oh, these look great.
I don't know which one you're referring to, but I'm just gonna keep moving on here.
The non-centaur one.
Just be warned that you may have to paint these out. They're not. Some of them may not print out exactly like this. Maybe they will. I don't know. It might also depend on who you commission to print them out if you don't do them yourself. But yeah,
That love bug.
Yeah, some of these are amazing, and the best part is they are actually relatively cheap. Just to
Oh,
actually get
I
the model,
can.
$6.
Yeah. Second,
Yeah.
third image, battle. That is how they say this will be printed out.
Yep.
You will have to paint all this. Or if you have like a multicolored printer head.
Like it depends on what you have
Yeah.
or the services that you hire. Some services could
Yeah.
probably actually print these out in the exact color as the model, if the
Yes,
filaments
but
are there.
yes, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Don't just assume final product is what is shown.
Well, yeah, it's I think Warhammer figures. You might get lucky, but you also might have to do some painting, which fair
Yep.
enough. But yeah,
I have to paint my models? Oh.
Yeah, how dare. I actually might have to go for this one though.
That's me. Oh, wow. Wow.
60 frames a second?
60 frames a second.
60 frames a second. Absolutely.
If you buy it, I can print it for you and get it to you.
I'll talk later. I already have one other person that's chomping at the bit for me to buy things from him, but a lot of these are more resin print and design, and he doesn't have that, so I don't. Yeah.
Unless it's specifically stated and it's meant for like clear stuff, you can do it with a additive printer rather than just a resin.
Are you gonna put these artists in the show notes?
Well, I am gonna put the artist and also this particular website in the show notes. Yes, they have not been added yet, because I always kind of keep them separate until we actually do this.
Also, there's stuff like Thingiverse, or there's more than just this. But Cults is a very decent place to, start your journey if you're wanting to look for stuff.
I am hoping for that Twilight model that
yeah, here we go. SLA printer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't know if it can be done on an FDM, so you got to make sure you pay attention.
Yeah.
There are specifics.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope that Twilight one blows apart, because there's going to be a huge hassle to paint it if it doesn't.
Well, I like I said, I imagine some of these may have some instructions, or if you get the right people involved, they can print them out in the right color.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. It'll probably come out like
detailed.
this, where you do have to paint it some, but...
Yeah. Well, like, the more detailed the model is, like, it's so much easier for you to be able to have it in pieces.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, really, I absolutely love this stuff. I could actually get lost in this forever, but we need to get moving on here. So that is going to be it for the show notes. Guess what, guys? It's time for our fan challenges and creations. So every week out there, we'd like to announce a prompt for all of you, and we'd like to encourage you to go ahead and be creative with it, whether by art, music, social studies, arithmetic, however you want to express yourself and be able to create. We offer you the opportunity by going out there with the prompt or doing whatever you want. The prompt is just a means to a creation. In this case, we like to gather everything up and then show a creative showcase. And let's go. And with that, let's go ahead and get into this. So, our challenge of the week for last week was grape flavor. But we also had a protest challenge. Or in this case, it was grape flavor's a lie. But we also had a protest challenge.
Oh, he came in just in time.
That's how good I am. And he is. We're both good.
Hello.
I called us.
What did I miss?
Read it.
You missed absolutely nothing, because it's time for our protest challenge.
Nice.
So what was our protest challenge for last week?
The protest initiative challenge for last week was
last week, but yeah.
What was it? Shoot, I forgot. Windows. No, wait, that was the week before. Hang
No,
on.
Well, you
that-
actually had it right.
that's
That was
correct.
it. It was.
Oh,
Wednesday.
shoot, really?
Well, yeah.
We
Remember,
didn't-
we,
we didn't
we
have
missed
a
a week
show
because
last
my mouth was Novocaine to death.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
They gave him
Windows.
Novocaine.
So, with that in mind, I did end up creating this before I, with plans to show it last week.
Second, are you sure you weren't having a prophetic moment with how you drew this?
Honestly, I wonder a little bit myself. The funny thing is, I literally drew this before going to the dentist office, so the irony.
Oh, hey, Circuit.
Yes.
On the grape flavor.
Yeah.
You remember what I showed you last week? I am going to taste this grape soda. I am going to taste this homemade grape soda again on live camera. And I also bought some Zevia grape soda for comparison.
All right, hold on. Let me get this up here. So we'll get back to the image here in just a moment. So Tech actually did bring up an interesting personal challenge to this, and like I said, this is for any creative expression to this. So he made a syrup. To his credit, he made an actual syrup. He made a
diet
zero.
syrup, but still syrup.
Yep. Let's see. By your words here. Let me know if I'm wrong on any of this. 0 sugar grape soda out of lemon juice, 8 cups of red grapes, monk fruit sweetener, boiled down and strained, leaving the syrup, and then added to a seltzer water.
Yep.
So,
Although basically all I did was just boil the grapes first and then added everything else after.
Which makes sense.
And of course strained it.
Of course.
And
But
now I am going to taste it. And now that it's fully chilled, I am going to taste it live on camera. And I added a lot more syrup this time to tell you exactly how it tastes.
By the way, he says he's live on camera, but I literally don't have a fee to give.
Oh, wait, no, excuse me, not live on camera. You don't want to see me right now.
Yeah,
No,
I figured that
live on mic.
he's testing it right now as we are talking about this.
Well, tastes like a fizzy grape juice, and that's not a bad thing. And now I am going to open a can of Zevia Zero Sugar Grape Soda. Yes, it's diet. Get over it.
It's Evia. If it wasn't diet, I'd be really weird.
Okay, here we go.
I'm starting to
You
see
have
where
been
his
watching
inspiration-
that thing way too much.
I can see where his inspiration
In
is.
what world is this? Does this have a right to call itself grape? Okay, let me read you the ingredients: carbonated water, natural flavors, citric acid, stevia extract. And that's pretty much it.
Not even the tiniest hint.
Although, let me look up the actual ingredients for grapes. Oh wow! If you get Crush or Sunkissed, the ingredients are astounding, but they contain everything but grape.
I'm not getting into that one.
Damn.
Anyway, so there you have it. But that is
Pull the berry punch right there, sort of.
That is really interesting, though, just to go above and beyond to the point you actually made a syrup, which is really awesome. Though, granted, the syrup without using sugar was kind of caught an off guard, especially since he didn't add the the sweetener until later. Basically, just boiled down grape juice, or grape
Real grapes.
Yeah, peeled grapes. Yeah, which makes
so
sense.
I pulled the berry punch right there, sort of.
Mm.
Well, one of you did respond to my pick with the berry punch icon, saluting me.
I wonder who that could have been.
All I need is some vodka, and you know what? What? No, you know what? No, let me add some vodka to this, and I'm in business.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the other images now. Now, as I mentioned, I drew this. I've been making it a personal challenge after the Artist Training Ground event that I'm trying to draw a lot more with pen and pencil in the physical medium. So yeah, this one the pencil I'm using is starting to run out. I'm on its last thing of lead, and the eraser is basically worn down to not even a nub, but the whispers of a nub. So I'm trying. It's kind of made an interesting position where I'm trying to do less drawing with a pencil in order to be able to do the pen fill-ins without having too much complications going on. So it's kind of interesting how that's turning out. But yeah, we ended up with the grape flavor testing room, and me obviously having the worst time of my life. Thoughts, opinions, suggestions, comments, quotes.
This
I'd say
predicted
you
your
did a good
future.
job on the minor details of the brick.
That's
You'll
a nice
never
touch.
get it right.
I'll never get it right.
I like it. I like it.
Added a mix of white rum and peppermint schnapps to it.
How's that feeling on your tongue?
I don't know about the peppermint
Barry
schnapps.
Bunch would be proud.
Oh, well, okay then. I wouldn't know about the peppermint schnapps though. That's a kind of a left field for me there.
It's
but-
what I had. It's what the liquor I had open.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, along with this, oh wait, we also did have one other entry for the challenge.
Before you say anything, before you move on, I would like to say this picture predicted your rough time in the dental office.
We've been over that.
Yeah, I think it might have. I wish it didn't. I think it's like a hindsight 2020 kind of picture at that point, but we also have this.
So basically, this is an ice cream parlor. One of them is grape, and I basically went through, okay, what are actual flavor colors? Because there's white in there, there's blueberry, there's plum. A lot of just, let me find stuff that people would go, is that grape flavored?
That's the first time I've ever heard an ice cream parlor that probably had more sorbets than ice cream.
You know, I don't think I've ever heard of a
Or
grape
sherbets.
ice cream. Or even sherbet, for that matter. I've seen orange, lemon, lime, but never grape.
I have seen it, but I think it was one of those weird promotional ones where they were doing it like a not a red, white, and blue, but they were trying to like promote a seasonal thing going on.
Again, it's one of those things of I didn't want to use any characters of ours, so I just decided to make up a character and do this because I don't know everyone's personal flavors, and I don't want to, portray them as like, oh, I love grape or I hate grape.
It just looks like he's staring off into space while there's a weird image right above his head.
Well, that's why I had a poster in the background just to show that something was cut off. But yeah, I probably didn't do the best. Well, I also did try to have the top viewer of it be the same color as the background for the flavors are.
Just staring at a color palette.
Yeah, kind of just looks like that. Just for the future, you either want to do something to kind of signify that this is kind of either not actually part of the background, like it's a visual image, like maybe you can see like a little bit of the outer rim of the fridge kind of waved around in there.
Yeah.
Or even the line here, the lineage here, where it shows the different flavors, like different, like waved around a bit, so it's like it's a dream or an illusion.
Or even like when doing in science textbooks, when talking about the planets, there's this circle around the subject you're going to, but then when looking at the larger picture, it's got this diminishing triangle pointing to where that is in the larger picture.
Ah, yeah, like a dotted line or something that would signify that this is actually this.
Yeah, my original thought was just to have it be under, but by the time I drew the character, it was far too big, and I'm like, well, Rick, just throw it up here and see what happens. Because that's the other part of trying to do art and design. Because I did the best I could to have the thickest possible line to signify this is not in the same plane. This is not the same as anything else. Because if you look at the lines, the one around the flavors, is thicker than all the other lines. This is what I get for having a. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going with the flow, and then go. Okay, fuck myself.
All right, I give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, the perspective, like I said, the one thing that is really causing question is just being able to tell that that's the bed of flavors that's supposed to be in the fridge down there.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything else, pretty much, pretty good. You know, it is what it is. You can understand it, all of it. It's just one outlier. That's all.
It happens.
It does.
Not every idea will be a solid thing, especially if you're like, I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, I feel that because especially because I made this thing. So
you still have a pretty Twilight there.
This what the prompt was to draw a pony in a different generational style. In my case,
G5, I assume. Oh no, G2, my fault.
G2, nice try. But yes, no, G2 was surprising because I was trying to find images of G2, and I mean I could find them, but there's not a whole lot. There's very little. So I took the best one I could, got a general idea of how they were going with it, and then I tried to draw Twilight Sparkle in the G2 image, and this is what we get.
And of course, as we have to always point out when bringing up G2, My Little Pony Tales was not G2.
G2 was mostly just a marketing generation.
Line. It was just a toy line.
Yeah, marketing toy line generation.
Yeah, and I mean that in all honesty. There were no shows, no comic books, no storybooks, no nothing. Literally just toys. And apparently,
that's quite a rarity in itself.
Power to them for getting back to their roots, as opposed to now where they don't even do that.
Actually, they didn't even get back to their roots. Their roots was G1, and that did have a cartoon series and a movie and comic books, and they had a whole marketing blitz. This thing was like going further back from their roots.
I was just trying to make a jab at Hasbro for not making pony toys.
Oh yeah, no, keep jabbing. It's just like it's just like I mean, yeah, at least they had toys.
Like they don't even do toys anymore.
Who knows?
What are we doing here?
Not even a shelf space.
They're doing Magic Gathering cards
right now.
They're doing Magic the Gathering cards now.
At most, there's like a few of the older generation stuff, or what's left of that set of Squishable things that are running out.
Yeah. Well, at least in the card section, you got the.
I saw at the store one of those empty and was considering taking it just for the Pinkie Pie inside.
Honestly, I would have done it. I wouldn't have. Nobody would have stopped me. I would have done it. But anyway,
it wasn't easy.
Along with that, we also got some more rapidly shaking your character here's even more violence. So yeah, Rainstorm got a rework of the your character here with gun violence, and these ones are really going nuts now. Look at that. They are just vibrating with violence.
Yay, violence.
And we also got a wonderful entry, get from a friend of an OC of Rainstorm called Coffee Cake. Dibs on dating. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely kidding.
That was quick.
Of course, speaking of violence, we also have Pause Morpheus that posted this.
Uh-oh.
Mini much grrr.
But
he's foaming at the mouth. That's rabies.
We also got a stand one, so if you can't stand the vibration, you can at least see what they're looking at. Like.
So they ain't really looking at anything.
Yeah.
No, he's looking to outdo Cujo.
And of course, as I mentioned, this was all from the previous week. So this week I still did the alumni training ground, and this one was to draw your favorite pony with a beauty makeover. So I did my best to draw Twilight Sparkle in an elegant outfit with maybe some more beauty salon stylish hair.
You go,
I
friend.
still think it's pretty.
And along with that, looks like that Kalsakai did some little teasing in the Discord about the next chapter of his series. Yep. Basically, eventually, he's essentially kind to introduce a little dragon helper that's going to pop in and be a helper, free labor helper for running tab. Eventually, we get Spike 2.0.
More Spocky, but fair.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, child labor.
Hey, it's the best kind of labor. And with that, that is it for all of our wonderful entries for our creative showcase. And now it's time for the fun part. So, as I mentioned every week, we put out a prompt out there to encourage people to be creative in any way that they know how. How we get that prompt? Why, you guys. We put up this wonderful wheel and we take a prompt. We take every prompt that we get. Everybody, and I mean everybody, whether you're here for the first time, here for the 100th time, putting in your 51st prompt, it doesn't matter. We will take every prompt that you give, we will put it into the wheel, they will be randomized and then spun up, and that will be our choice. The only stipulation on this is everybody gets one, and only one for that week. So, you get a prompt in there. I have it in the wheel. You can no longer change it, alter it, remove it, or anything. It is there. It has been selected. You have been chosen. Whether you have chosen wisely or poorly, that is up to you and the Flask Master. But everybody gets one. And just a reminder, this wheel will be randomized. We will shuffle the wheel, then give it a spin. There will be no favoritism, no trying to milk the system in a way to make it so that we get the prompts that we do want. This is completely random, and because of that, I have had to deal with some really stupid prompts. But it's...
Hey, they put you into a creative mindset.
Well, more like a challenging mindset, but I get it. And I'm okay with it, because sometimes we need to do things we're not comfortable with in order to expand and grow. Can I have the artist links? Yes, I will do that right now. I am so sorry. I will get onto that right now while we wait for other people to get their prompts in.
Also, second, I did look at that Twilight.
Yeah.
It did not look like it would be a horrible thing to do on like an FDM printer.
Yeah, that's what my friend said too, so, yeah.
It would just be the material, because I would say PLA probably would not do it, but PTG probably would. That or ABS. Just because that's a little bit more resilient. Yeah, another thought came to my head.
What's that?
You know your VR chat avatar?
I'm aware of it.
If you have that 3D file put into Blender, you can put it out as an STL file and just be able to have that printed out.
That one probably not as much, mostly because, well, no, like, I don't know how that would work because of the clothing that it has.
Well, if it's just on by default, because there are layers in there, and you can save the STL or FBX as a thing, and printing software can read that.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much for your patience, everybody. I was just updating the show notes with all the artists as requested for White Phoenix. And while I'm doing that there, let's go ahead and just dump in the show notes a little early. And nobody else has posted anything since then, so we're going to go ahead. Let's randomize our wheel and give it a spin.
Spin!
Well, there we go. Pony is wearing grunge clothing.
Yay!
Simple, straight to the point, and I don't have to brain my hurt.
The
Get your
prunes my
raid.
pajamas.
But we do have a protest challenge.
That is correct.
What's our protest challenge?
The Protest Initiative challenge this week is playing cards.
God damn it, Cole, I have an idea.
Good.
As well you should. So, with that out of the way, it is now time for our little game. And of course, we are going to be doing the Brony Panelists. Now, those of you who don't know this game, this is a very simple one that we have done a couple of times in the past because CMC has turned me onto it, and I thought it would be a fun idea. So here we go again. So we're going to divide everybody who wants to join in into 2 separate teams. Then we're going to give them a prompt. We're going to let them know that they have to make a choice. One person will have the option to make the choice. The other one is going to be stuck with the alternative. And then they have to argue why their choice is the superior choice. And immediately people are running away. Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Okay, sorry. That was... Wow. Suddenly just everybody suddenly ran away out of nowhere. It's just like, wow. Okay, so... No, unfortunately, people have to run off. So, I wish them both a good night. So, we can easily have 2 teams of 2 and a third outlier that will either be a help or a hindrance, depending on who that third outlier is. So, do we have anybody that wants to immediately team up with somebody? Just to make this completely unfair and funny?
I'm down for whomever, because I'm normally just tossed around like a hot potato.
All right. Tell you what. Let's go ahead and do this then. We're gonna use our picker wheel once again to have a little fun with this. So I guess the question is, who wants to be part of the Brony Panelists?
Me.
E.
Actually, to make it fair, maybe you should join in, Circuit.
I can't. I gotta
No,
be
he
the
has
proctor.
to be the host.
I have to be
No.
the proctor. Oh, let's see. So we got Tech, we got Toa,
I'm down.
CMC.
Sure.
All right, DM. Hey, Suki, did you want in, or are you just going to chill out and be color commentary?
Volunteer to tell them how wrong they are.
Color commentary it is. All right, we're going to shuffle it up here. We're going to give this 2 spins, and those two will be one team, and the other 2 will be the other team. Completely random, as all things should be.
And who will I be paired with?
Let's find out. I'm not going to remove Take, just on the off chance that it selects him again, because that'd be funny.
Oh dear.
So Tech and CMC are one team. DM and Toa are another team. And with that, let's go ahead and figure out what team is going to go first. I'd flip a coin, but instead, let's just do the randomizer wheel again. We're going to just shuffle everybody again. Let's give it a spin. Whoever it lands on, their team will be the first to go.
No.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, DM, looks like since you got Toa, you actually get a chance to be the first to decide. Which also means that CMC and Tech will have the opportunity to select on the other one, just to make things fair. So, we're going to go with this, and everybody, I'd like to welcome you all to the Brony Panelists. This is where we bring up the big events that are happening in the Brony community, and then we have to decide how to best proceed with it, because we know better than you. And we are going to make sure we tell you why we're better than you in great ways to be able to encourage participation, creativity, and also in order to... Snails eat horses? They do when they're the size of the pony. Actually, this one was from a decade ago when I played a dungeon crawler and a giant snail basically hounded me. Yeah, I banned the bot through Restream, but I can't get it to the Twitch chat at the moment.
Yeah.
So, good news, everybody.
Oh, I don't like it when he says it like that.
Yes.
It could be worse.
Good news. The heads of Hasbro have decided that Cold Dust was absolutely right. There is not enough pony merchandise out there. So we need to get some more out. Unfortunately, due to a lot of contract terms with Discovery Channel, Warner Brothers, Costco, for some odd reason, and Walmart, all the rights to all of the characters have been stripped away, taken over, or used for alternative purposes, except for 2. So now you have to decide how you're going to... Well, oh, sorry, I actually missed one part. Along with that, they've also decided toys are no longer the fad. Magic cards are in. So you have to make an entire Magic the Gathering card set based off of one character only. So, team number 1, or in this case, Team DM and Toakoi. Your choices are: do you go with awkward teenage face Spike? Or do you go with Hitch during his bad boy days?
You know, you'd really give me a tough choice, because I got ideas for both. DM, what are your thoughts?
Teenage Spike had a lot of angst and a lot of interesting card ideas, but Hitch is more malleable.
I'm leaning towards Hitch, because we have plenty of ammo with that, and plus, as we can have some fun with, like, what if Aunt styles with that.
Alright, they are going with Bad Boy Hitch for an entire Magic the Gathering card set, which means CMC Tech, you are stuck with awkward teenage face Spike. Not young dragon Spike, not the grown-up, mature, strong man. No, we're dealing with the awkward 16-year-old that hits on teachers and wears fedoras.
Also, second
Thanks,
on
Mom.
also second on stream, one of the chats is covering an image.
I don't care. This is fun. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and move the. Yeah, that'll be probably good. Yeah. All right. Hey, I've done this before. Hey, I'm glad somebody in our chat knows this stupidity. Okay, so Toakoi, DM, you both, since you were selected first, you get to go ahead and start off your argument. So tell us why Bad Boy Hitch should be basically the central head, the only character in basically a 200 card set of Magic the Gathering My Little Pony edition.
Okay, so the first thing we got to deal with, the fact is, we can do all types of, like, calendar shots with Bad Boy Hitch.
Fireman shot, police officer shot, paramedic shot.
But they all got to be bad boy shots, so...
Yes!
Okay, bad boy fireman, bad boy policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically just change uniforms, keep the hair, and if we want to have a little bit more spikes to them, we just get some spiky shoulder pads, put it on the outfit, do it like that, and just go ham on it. Maybe some cheesecake in there for the ladies.
Sentai or Common Rider villain.
That would actually work as well, but let's just focus on Hitch for this, and stuff like any form of, like, spell or attack move, we then throw in like that Kamen Rider / Super Sentai villain just so he is being a bad boy while still being a badass.
Okay, so forgive me, but how in the world did Kamen Rider come into this out of nowhere?
I
That
just
would be
wanted to-
DM, not me.
I was just throwing it out there for Toa because I thought he would like the idea.
No, I enjoy something like you hitch beating on and people who are bad. We're going for a possible Yakuza or
No, I was
just
thinking of him
forget-
as a villain.
Yeah, I could also do that as a thing as well.
Because
I'm
during
forgetting
this- during the
delinquents
run
in
of-
Japanese.
But you also got to
beginning-
remember that this is a licensed property that we're dealing with, so you can't do Kamen Rider specifically. You can do Mass Brigade.
Mastiffs, they're all dogs.
Yeah,
Mastiffs, they're all dogs.
Mass Feral
Yeah.
Dogs, or I mean,
Yeah,
you basically
again,
have to keep it
it's-
generic. You have to make sure you keep it generic.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
It's basically for all like the hero shots of him. He's in like the calendar poses, fireman, and policeman. All the stuff that makes it look good, even if he's bad.
Okay, so for all the different character cards, you basically just have different versions of Hitch in different outfits. Just all the bad boy versions, apparently.
Yep.
also a
And-
card like Hitch's gun, Hitch's baton, Hitch's baseball bat.
That would probably be either weapons or like equipment.
Yeah.
But that's not the full thing. We're just trying to stick to like the character at the moment because
Okay.
that's what we're building this all around.
Yeah.
But again, I think we have a very strong thing. I mean, how many people bought a calendar very much of Hitch in this similar thing? Now you get on
Indeed.
tradable cards.
Okay, well, you got the characters down. What about lands?
Well,
Swamp
we definitely
or,
have like his office, bad boyified. Maybe his house if it's not the same place. That's always tricky with that show.
These big spikes around it, nearby a swamp.
Yeah, basically,
Mhm.
you take all of the places he normally hangs out and just make that stuff bad boyified.
So, bad boyified how? Are you, what was
Yeah,
Open windows, guns going around, the paint coming off, balls everywhere.
basically, it's not the squeaky clean image that he would have. He would be, a bad boy. He don't care. Like How to Be Cool, like the dude from How to Be Cool.
Okay, now you're getting into some interesting leans there. All right, and I know you initially brought up some ideas for the sorceries and trap cards, but well, I think they're mostly the same idea. But what did you still lean on the on a big bad Beetleborgs, or did you have something that was not going to get you dinged with legal in mind?
A Power Rangers villain.
There's always some form of like costume from heroes be like, you need to not be a bad boy. I can be the best boy I want. Nah.
What? But what?
I will be Skeletor at this moment. Nah.
Oh,
You sound like Timu. You sound like Timu version Skeletor. But
yeah.
also he's supposed to be the bad boy. Why is he going up against Skeletor and not Timu Skeletor and knock off Beetleborgs? I mean, he's
because he
supposed
wants
to
to
be the
control the
bad boy.
market. He's a drug dealer underneath it.
Okay, DM, I think that's a little bit too far in the drug.
Okay.
Like, I'm willing to yes and, but there's a line we are not crossing here. We are trying to be bad boy. We are not trying to
Okay,
be...
street thug then.
Yes.
Bad boys don't necessarily mean evil, but yeah, you can't. kind of got to skirt that line a little bit, where he's still gonna be a little bit of a punk, and I don't know. I kind of it's kind of weird going between anti-hero and anti-hero and bad boy, you know.
Circuit, sorry. I had one thought there through my head when you're all trying to figure this out. It's like that one guy at work that seems like a badass, but he's actually really nice. Hey man, I got any mail? Like, no, get away or I'll cut you. It's like, God, what a badass. Yeah, well that badass just donated half his paycheck to orphans with diseases.
Heart to gold.
Right.
All right. I'll go ahead and pull away a little bit on this. All right. So, any special cards or secret rares or things to really entice people to buy packs among packs? You know, the
animal minions.
option.
Animal minions.
Oh yeah, definitely like some of the tokens being like animals, but I would say a rare token would be Sparky in Bad Boy attire as well.
Yes.
Maybe a Gakuran. Maybe like Hitch's outfit for a Gakuran.
Add to the dragon.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just god. I don't know how people would respond to making a secret rare an animal token of Sparky in a freaking bad boy outfit. I really don't know how that would go. That is such a weird concept. Okay, you know what? We'll go ahead and let you guys stew on that for a moment as we go ahead and go to our other team now.
I gotta be right back.
No worries. We got CMC and Tech. So you didn't pick the bad boy card. Instead, you got to deal with awkward teenage face Spike to make an entire Magic the Gathering card set out of. How are you gonna do it?
Question: are we allowed to age this Spike or evolve him?
Yes, you can age him from anywhere from 13 to 17, and maybe a little bit of 18 because some people are still in the awkward teenage phase at that point. But he cannot leave the awkward teenage phase because that is literally what he is, the awkward teenage phase.
Well, there goes some of my plans there. Well, why don't you open us up, CMC?
Well, my first thought is to let's play around with things in the same way that Fibblethip the Lost gets played around with, in the fact that Fibblethip shows up on cards that he's not even a part of. So, when we need to do lands, he's just standing out on some plane that he doesn't know about? We need to have a big bad dragon Nicobolus out there as the big card for the black. Well, there's awkward teenage Spike trying to be a minion for Nicobolus standing there, and Nicobolus is just looking down at him disappointingly.
So the plan is to essentially kind of make the set a normal Magic set, but you have Spike awkwardly positioned in every single card.
Make this a good fun little unset kind of thing.
Oh, I see. So instead of making it official play, it's an unhinged.
It's just meant to get everyone laughing because nothing's going to be serious here. And then you just get a card that is Spike from Generation 1, and Sparky all together. Just to confuse everyone with the different art styles.
And Spike is at the perfect age for Ember, and we know Ember is powerful enough to lead all the other dragons. So she could be Spike's girlfriend.
Oh boy.
So she could be a rare card and control all the other dragons.
Ooh, something taking control of Nicobolus, that's dangerous.
Interesting. So, an unhinged card where it ends up, you basically get the dragon waifu that controls all the other dragons. Well, if you're gonna put make a card like that exist, an unset would probably be the best way to make that happen, because otherwise, yeah, that would probably be immediately banned.
Circuit.
I just thought of a new few
I have
cards,
an addition here
Dan.
from the side. Just a thought.
Go ahead.
This is a Magic the Gathering set. What the hell are girlfriends doing involved?
This is a nowadays Magic the Gathering set. You got the gold digger girlfriends that go after the guys that have like 3 Black Lotuses.
Not even still really that worth it anymore, or did that market turn?
Honestly, I don't think it has. I think the market has turned a little bit, but I still think the really rare ones are still pretty bad, like in the retro gaming market.
Yeah, it depends on if you actually have an Alpha Lotus.
Holy fuck! What?
I
Yeah,
think we
that's
just broke
probably the
Suki
Alpha
a little
Lotus
bit
you're
there.
looking at.
eBay. Somebody see. Okay, hang on. Let me pull up this.
I think price charting might be a
If
better
it-
one for you there, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but still, this is the fact that somebody's trying to do this. A CGC 10 Gem Mint Unlimited Black Lotus, 9.5 quality, 1993. They're trying to sell it. They're saying basically $59,999.99 are best offer.
Oh my god. Wow, 60,000, 60K, almost 60K, or best offer.
Damn.
Let me see. Where's
You think that's
I
a
would
rate?
definitely look at what those are
Price-
actually sold
price
for.
charting? There we go. Price charting. Oh, great. I have to actually have to do specific cards. It's doing every single How are there this many magic? Oh god, that game's been going on for so long. Holy shit.
Yes.
And now there's a second breakage of Suki Psyche. Okay, all right, CMC Tech. You have some fun ideas there. You make an unset, making awkward teenage face spike be not the centerpiece, but the random element that's in every single card, along with a very overpowered rare card. Did you want to add anything else to the set to make it more awkward teenage face spiky?
Is there a puberty card in there?
No,
Make him
kind
grow
of. I think it can kind of count Astral Glide, but that's for other reasons.
All of the various gifts that he gathered in that episode are equipment.
Oh,
They do weird things.
you know what? Okay. Oh, CMC brought it up to a good. Oh, I like that.
And the gold can make him can make people do whatever he wants. Or he can hoard it like the dragon from the Hobbit.
Little bit of a little smog going on there. Or smoke.
Okay. Price charting is telling me slightly better or more. I don't know if more worrying story.
It's probably more worrying, but it's definitely going to be more accurate because it goes off of actual sold prices.
Because yeah, apparently in 2021 and 2022, an ungraded 1993 Black Lotus was valuing at $71,000. And then it's apparently in 2022, apparently people figured out that they shouldn't just have the ungradeds be also expensive, because it then suddenly drops to like $200 in 2022.
Wow.
Well,
But it's been slowly going up. So now an ungraded one is
It's either that
$30,000.
or did do a little extra, because I don't know if I know Soul Ring got a reprint. I don't know if there was a set that brought back a Lotus.
Well, it was
There's something that brought back the same functionality as a Lotus.
Yeah.
But it's basically, if it's from the Magic Alpha 1993 set, ungraded right now, you can potentially get nearly 30 grand.
I have one here that's trying to be 90 grand.
Wow.
PSA 10, the PSA 10 price charting says you can ask that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at Card Kingdom just as a thing on the side here.
Okay,
Right
sorry.
from my
Sorry.
We've had an interesting discussion here, but I'm going to go ahead and I believe that CMC and Tech have made their case. We're going to go ahead and swing back over here now to DM and Toa. Rebuttal time! Why are
Sorry
they
about
wrong
that,
and you're right?
Sorry about that. I was half distracted by someone getting my attention halfway through the
You're fine.
No
I
problem, because
got
now it's your time to rebuttal. Why is CMC and Tech have the wrong idea and you should be going with yours instead? Why your poster boy?
Well, for one, there's a lot more demand for any form of Hitch versus, Teenage Spike.
It's just hot.
Yeah, that's one of the basic things, but also it's just one of those things of, as much as I love Spike, Spike is not a fan favorite character for a lot of people.
Also, Hitch has something quote unquote going on with Zip, so that's another card, a girlfriend.
Well, that's a possibility we can talk about.
Yeah.
But our main focus was we just focused on Hitch and how many different ways he can be a bad boy. They are bringing in other generations where those characters did not meet.
Yeah, like he mugs little kids for money, or no, that's evil. That's evil. That's evil.
DM, are you here? I'm sorry, you kind of went off on a tangent there, man.
Sorry, that just popped in my head. Like,
dude, as much as I love my intrusive thoughts, sometimes it's best to just go, okay, that's a thought.
Yeah.
So basically, we just focus on Hitch, and while yes, we have tokens for like his animal sidekicks and a secret rare for Sparky, we mainly just stayed with Hitch because that's the one we're focused on and would sell.
Yeah.
They are trying to bring in like G1 Spike, G3 Spike, and Sparky.
Yeah, I was halfway away from this while dealing with other things in the background.
You're good, man. This is why there's more than one of us. But we stayed on target with this is who you have to deal with, go.
Fair argument. You stuck right by Hitch. You didn't keep him in the background. Didn't add in extra characters. Okay. CMC, Tech, why are they wrong?
Well, for one, G5 actually got canceled. Spike actually came from the most...
Wow.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Spike came from the generation that carried on and got the biggest fan base of all time.
Yes, but
yes.
as we...
No, Tow it. You've had your moment. It's their time to rebuttal.
And where there's Spike, there may come a Twilight or a Rarity. Who knows? They may pop in the set and increase the popularity of the set. Because after all, yes, we all know they came for the ponies.
God damn it, sir.
So even
he's trying to turn Magic the Gathering into a modern gotcha.
I know, right? It's almost like Magic the Gathering's already trying to become a modern gotcha.
Oh,
I mean, yes, Spike may be the face of the deck, but you're buying the deck for all the mares.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say, the start of this was basically, we only have these two characters, go.
Yeah.
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 So, there are no Twilights, there are no Rarities, there are no mares in these sets.
They're not wrong. I am going to go off of the case that they were making the argument that there could be doing the enticement, but actually never going to be able to fulfill it. But Toakoi is quite on point. These are the only two characters you would never get any other ponies because of litigation issues. Because I do love pointing out the stupid stuff like that. All right. And,
Well, I
but
didn't
with-
say.
with-
I did not say they had to be the specific mares.
no,
They could come up with some OCs.
there. Oh,
Copyright free OCs.
bringing in OC. Interesting. Okay. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and my choice is. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually leaning towards the Hitch just because the whole idea of basically 50 different character cards alone of Hitch in the exact same pose as different bad boy versions of different occupations. It sounds like a fever dream of stupid that I would be behind. But I also like the idea of an awkward teenage Spike being all throughout the entire card set, where he is essentially there, but he is still a background character in his own set.
Jesus.
Which, yeah, that, you know what? I think just saying that out loud, I would have to go with the team with Awkward Teenage Face Spike, just because the ultimate insult and hilarity would be Spike still being a background character of his own set while he's being in an awkward teenage phase. It is such a deliciously horrible thing. I cannot say no. I think that
You
would
don't even know what Amonkhet is while he's right there.
yes. So with that is my decision. That is what we're gonna go with for the first for the first panelist. But very good arguments on both sides. I honestly loved both of them and how you guys kept trying to skirt the rules in your own ways, which is very amazing. But now, good news, everybody, and especially CMC and Tech first. I forgot what the news was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I guess while this is up, can I tell you why both these ideas suck?
Go ahead.
Why?
Because you have a perfect idea right on screen. You make a circular saw out of Hitch's model right there, and sell that.
There you go.
My Little Pony cutting wood to the fucking hell. I couldn't get a rhyme there.
No. My Little Pony. I'm gonna spin dash real quick.
My Little
Pony.
Somebody's
Somebody's face got me beaten in.
My Little Sahi.
Safety with power tools.
All right. Okay, I remembered now what this prompt was. Good news. CMC Tech, you have actually had the opportunity of getting a pet from the My Little Pony series. A wonderful opportunity. It's going to be your pet and yours alone. However, you were the last one in the gotcha pile, and all the rest of them have been taken. All that was left were the dregs. And unfortunately, you can't say no. You do have to take it. This is part of a forced adoption plan. Sorry. Not sorry. Blame economics. But you still got two good opportunities. So your pet choices are, you can either have all of Angel Bunny's offspring. You can't just have one, you have to have all of them. Or a very angry giant raccoonicorn that has a very massive sweet tooth.
Well,
Good
what do you
call.
think, CMC? Do you vote for Angel's offspring?
I'm not sure I have ideas for either of these thoughts. What the heck?
I love my head. I already got 3.
Hey,
Nope,
that's
I
why I
don't.
come up with these. You need to come up with really random, stupid things that might trip you up.
Eh,
But you have to pick
I
one.
vote for the bunnies if CMC wants to go for that.
Sure, let's go bunnies.
All right. CMC and Tech are going to be going for all of Angel's offspring. Just to be clear, it is his first generational offspring, so you don't have to worry about having thousands because if Angel Bunny ends up being a little rancorous. But that also means DM Toa, you are stuck with a giant raccoonicorn with a massive sweet tooth and an annoyed disposition. Basically,
I
one
know
of
a
the,
chocolate factory that could be a good place to start.
hold it. You're gonna have to hold off on that place to start because CMC and Tech get to start first. So CMC and Tech, why should the Angel Bunny offspring be the better pet to keep?
Well, number one, they mostly like carrots and other rabbit food, and that'd probably be a lot easy, and that'd probably be a lot cheaper than producing tons and tons of sweets that even Vanellope would be jealous of.
So vegetarians and a healthy diet also means a cheaper diet. Okay.
Well, they're smaller to keep. Lots of people have bunnies in their gardens. And you can always get them spayed and neutered. So they don't get out of control.
So cut the problem off right at the Angel. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing wrong. There's nothing stopping you from preventing him from sprouting. I mean, the dad's already done his deed. He can always make more, I guess. But
Hey, New Year pets today.
yeah.
Thank you, Bob Barker. We miss you.
All right.
Do you have anything to add, CMC?
Words.
Okay. Wow, we have really stumped CMC big time.
Oh, I did also think, hey, Angel Bunny will want to come see his offspring. And with Angel Bunny, we'll probably come Fluttershy. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a visit from our favorite animal lover.
Oh, so basically you get a little bit of I want to make a joke. I want to make a joke, but a little bit of Fluttermilf. There we go. Close enough. Whatever. I'm not gonna wait.
So before anybody tries to make it an argument, no, I checked. Yes, you can spay and neuter rabbits.
I'd be really surprised if you couldn't.
Like, I mean, I just wasn't sure if it was one of those things where there wasn't like a good, like if there like biologically just wasn't a good way to do it for that species or something like that.
I think the problem there is it's expensive.
Yes.
That actually, yeah, that might be the.
That could be a clincher. They
Not
are saving money.
Not if you go through certain programs, because they do it for cats, and there's similar programs for cats and dogs. Why not rabbits?
Because
I imagine those are
some
few and
pet
far
used
between.
for mostly breeding stock.
All day. Hold on. Okay.
U.S.
Also, a
comes
few
rabbits
smaller
spay,
pets
neuter
would be much
clinics.
easier, and you can also keep the little bunnies in a house. Unlike the giant, you'd have to have tons and tons of land for that thing.
I never said it was a giant. I just said it was large. But fair enough. Well, for the sake of argument, we'll say the Raccoonicorn is probably about the size of like a Great Dane or a Mastiff.
Plus, the
yeah.
bunnies would would be a lot more manageable. I mean,
I'm gonna wait until it's my turn, and then
You're gonna have to wait till it's your turn, but yeah, I think Tech and CMC are running out of steam here for the moment.
CMC, do you have anything?
My brain's still trying to process this entire thing.
Oh my god, we broke CMC. He brought his A game for Magic and immediately got crushed by the pets. All right.
The piles of bunnies. And the fact that I'm having to think through what do I know from the one streamer who I know keeps bunnies, or keeps a bunny because it bonded with her dog. Because they bond as pairs.
Yeah, you can't have one right by itself.
And he wasn't
Yes,
bonding
I've
with any
seen videos
rabbits. He
with,
bonded. He bonded with a male dog. They're both gay.
And
And
we're still in Pride Month for a couple more days. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, that was terrible.
Yeah.
We're just yeah. We got 2 days. We got 2 days to embrace the gay frogs.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and move on here then. So DM Toa, you have a giant Mastiff or Great Dane sized Raccoonicorn with a sweet tooth now as your pet by force. How is it the better pet than a bunch of angel bunnies? Literally.
Well, for one thing, if we aren't too heavy or it's very strong, you can ride that sucker like a pony.
Ooh, get to be a raccoonicorn raider. Interesting.
Yeah, because for those that don't know, I have a Great Dane, and depending on size and weight, a person can ride that sucker. Now, as for the sweet tooth, since as you said, it's only about as big as a Dane or a Mastiff, there's a lot of sugary foods that I can just whip up like a cake or so and just feed it like that. Probably not
Also-
healthy.
Also, he would be able to find you sweets because he's like he knows all the best shit to eat.
Interesting. So we got Toy Crocker and also the Sugar Bloodhound.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm not saying he
you're,
is. I'm not saying he is.
And then
but it's one of those things of it's also more manageable because again, as someone with a Dane, while yes, they are very hyperactive and wanting to go outside and run, that's one animal I have to take care of. Not piles of buddies that
yes, that's what I was thinking
will
too.
have to get into everything.
1 versus 6, that's a no-brainer.
Oh no, 6 is minimum. We're looking at least 50. I know I'm being facetious, but you saw how many rabbits appeared not just in that shot, but the ones preceding it and following it.
Also, you could just send them into steal sweets from houses if you were devilish, because those suckers have very, very flexible spines.
Wait,
Yeah, the raccoon.
you're saying that you're going to send a giant raccoonicorn into people's houses to steal candy?
Oh no, that's where the magic comes in. The raccoonicorn would just get they see that they have sweets and then levitate everything that's sweet out.
Yeah, I almost forgot he had the horn.
Now, granted, and we would not just start with the housing. No, we would go to the chocolate factory of Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Sir, can I just point out that his argument against you, his argument to your question about it robbing people of candy was no, they don't actually break and enter. They just take it from the house from outside.
I'm more fascinated that he escalated from taking from houses to robbing the chocolate factory. Just something. Where is this escalation coming from?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
It's harder to get away with breaking into a chocolate factory compared to one single person's home.
I understand that, but also, it's a magic freaking unicorn. And they would go, why is that? Am I high? What's going on?
Also, if he gets tired, you can just feed him more sugar.
Oh my God.
Come with me, and you will see a world of holy shit. It's all gone.
Come back here, raccoonicorn! How dare you steal my chocolate river?
There go my chocolate Eggo.
Oh my God!
Again, if we're doing the silliness of all this, we are going to go big. And if we can't get to Wonka's Chocolate Factory, fuck it, we'll take Hershey.
I'm kind of glad I shrunk the thing down to a freaking massive. If I kept the actual cannon sized, oh my God, they probably would have freaking taken out Hershey, Pennsylvania. Okay, we're gonna move on. Well, all right, so argument that escalated from it's quick and easy to just baked goods. You only have to deal with one animal to we're just gonna steal from the neighbors and then Willy Wonka himself. So apparently it's the key to a criminal path of chocolate heists. Interesting notion for a pet. Tech CMC rebuttal, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, if that that thing could sure you could feed it sweets, and it could help you. But what if that thing gets out of control? I mean, sure, with rabbits, the worst they would do is dig into everything, maybe chew a couple electrical wires. But you can easily pen them in. With this thing, with the Choco Monster, good luck keeping that thing in a fence.
That's
what
why
if-
we have
and the
microchips.
liability- and the liability too. What if again? What
I don't think you need the microchip. You just need to follow the path of destruction.
Yeah.
and you could be charged for whatever the Choco monster steals or destroys, just like any big dog or any big animal.
Yes, but remember, this creature is the size of a Dane or a Mastiff.
And he only goes after sweets and junk food.
That doesn't stop.
That
The,
doesn't stop
the
them
charges
from
laid
destroying
I
against
others.
know,
you
but
for
at
the-
least it's the
No,
least expensive
they have a
thing.
point, but also as someone who has a Dane that does not go after all the goes through all the fencing and whatnot, but it's kind of just one of those things of they're trying to say it can't be contained. I'm like, yes, it can.
There's always
Okay.
they're just building a house and to
I don't
accommodate.
I
the
think
such
the
animal.
argument is less that it
how
can't
happy
be.
it is with all that sweets.
I think the
Okay.
argument is less that it can't be contained, and more you're going to be held liable if for anything it does, and you're kind of encouraging it.
No, you're in the right there. We are encouraging it, but we're also again, and we're in the silly situation. And
And as for
And
feeding the
besides-
rabbits, well, for feeding the rabbits, you could just make a vegetable garden and feed them out, partially feed them with that.
yeah, what happens if they get out into your neighbor's garden?
Rabbit
I mean,
pellets
what, for a few
everywhere.
vegetables?
Oh,
That's
leave
what
it
happens
up.
when you're Choco. That's what happens when you're Choco Monster.
Well,
Oh.
how about leaving rabbit
Off a,
pellets
wind
around
seal.
their yard?
Oh my god, this
Tech,
is amazing.
Tech, do you know what happened to Australia when someone was dumb enough to bring rabbits down there for just lawn decorations?
Yeah, but this is a country where rabbits are already native. Also, they would probably already have the intelligence of Angel Bunny, so they'd probably be more intelligent than that. More than the average
True.
rabbit in America.
But do you remember the body swap episode between Fluttershy and the Angel Bunny? It's not easy being a little bunny when everything's trying to kill you. And bunnies don't have a very long lifespan, and I wonder why.
Well,
And if
also,
somebody sees that Choco Monster and doesn't know what it is, they probably try to shoot it or put it down. Yeah, there's some maniacs that'll do that.
oh yeah, what about whenever they see a rabbit in their garden? They're not going to say, "Hey, get away from that." It's kick, boom.
Okay. I think we're getting a little bit less into rebuttal and more into argument territory. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a line here.
Actually, I have
as your
one more
color
point
commentator,
to-
I'm going to offer some advice
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, the majority of their arguments were based in these animals behaving like real world animals.
Yeah, which is amazing in itself. I gotta admit.
So I just have to point that out that they expected these rabbits to behave like real world rabbits and not Angel Bunny, and
That's
then the
another
Raccoonicorn
point.
being a thing. And so that was and two. There's very much a clear winner here in the fact that, remember, you phrased this as you are forced to make this adoption. You don't actually want to get into this, but you have to choose one or the other. There's a very clear winner when it comes to this, and it's the rain whatever the fuck it's called, the raccoon thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that thing is probably already has 6 degrees of diabetes, and it's probably going to be dead in a
Yes.
month.
That's what I was gonna say. At least we won't have to take care of him for a long time.
But he's also magical. It may actually not have. Who knows? He may not die from diabetes. He might live a long, healthier life than even Angel Bunny could ever imagine. Which God help you in that case. But I find it funny.
You're expecting that animal to be smart enough to figure out that it's diabetic.
Apparently, this animal is smart enough to steal from Willy Wonka. So I don't know anymore about that.
Also, like in the Tom and Jerry movie, he could become a fat tub of lard and do like the dog on the skateboard, and then it'll just be easier to take care of him.
Okay, so So the boil is down. It's amazing how the argument ended up becoming to a point where the rabbits could steal from the neighbor's farm, but the raccoonicorn is literally stealing from a chocolate factory. It's like these things aren't like the other. It's like what? What?
I have one more point to consider.
Well,
If
you guys still have your rebuttal moment, so go ahead and give your rebuttal. Your rebuttal. I guess.
Sorry, second. I like the idea of, do you want the HOA on your ass or the feds on your ass?
Yeah, it's like where are we going here?
And I'll be perfectly honest. Again, there's a very clear winner there.
Yeah,
I'd rather deal with the HOA.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with the HOA. You just want to. Yeah, I'd rather deal with the feds.
All right, wait. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I'd rather deal with the feds. Yeah.
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 At least they make sense.
True. They're not run by a cantankerous 70-year-old with with too much time on their hands. Anyway, sorry. Going back. DM Toa, go ahead. Get your rebuttal in.
one thought came to my mind immediately when you said Fluttershy coming over to possibly visit you. What about a jealous Discord finding out she's visiting you?
And also, it's something that we are forced to do. I know it's not, uncommon for some people to like visit the adoptee pets if they were the fosters, but if we are forced to have these, then that means Fluttershy could not, take care of them. Therefore, they were up for adoption. So Fluttershy could be dealing with other stuff and not, come around and see that. Also,
Well, not as often. She could do a house call and see how well they're doing.
Yeah, but it's one of those things of, I feel as if there's a veiled thing of maybe a special crest from afar will come and see the progeny of their pet.
I'm not gonna lie. I think apparently trying to avoid the argument of I'll just get rid of it by making the adoption forced apparently just bit me in the ass harder than I ever expected it to.
I'm enjoying the argument of Discord is the most jealous boyfriend ever.
That too.
He's the most paranoid boyfriend ever. That even if Fluttershy is just simply making a house call as like has a vet or something like that. He's coming. He's like, why are you going there? Who is that?
Or he's just like falling around like a bouncer, just probably leering anytime they even get a side glance.
Like, given the previous arguments of Tech basically being like, hey, we can have mares in here, and I'm like, dude, what's going on, man?
Okay. So, all right, we got the rebuttal down. I'm surprised at how quickly this became to you're gonna have to deal with Fluttershy and an angry boyfriend and rabbits eating the neighbor's garden to we're gonna have a giant raccoonicorn stealing from the neighbors and Willy Wonka. And we'd rather have that we'd rather deal with that. And he might die of diabetes anyway. But
also, Discord might accidentally kill the jealous.
No, Discord would kill Tech in this situation.
No, you gotta remember, he's a god of chaos. Death is not chaos. Death is dark.
Yeah, he would probably fear to do.
It's faith worse than death.
No, he would just make his life miserable.
Oh, the other dimension, yeah, he almost sent Treehugger through another dimension.
No, he would just probably replace all his food with canned SpaghettiOs or something. I mean, you're overthinking this too much.
Yeah, we are going too far here. Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, so in the end,
not SpaghettiOs. I wanted a cheeseburger.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it to to our Angel Bunny pet because they were being responsible to start growing their own food, spaying and neutering. eventually, somehow it wound up stealing from the neighbor's garden, but I think that was the argument of the people that literally were going to take a raccoon to court and start stealing from houses, and Willy Wonka, somehow escalating to Willy Wonka and all of that. Which, it's like, what is that? It does say less about the pet and more about the people owning it. They're just like, you know what? Okay, we're just going to send them after Willy Wonka now. Okay. It's like, what the hell? So, congratulations, CMC and Tech. You got the better pet because the other owners were apparently dog shit.
Well, he's
They're
not
all
for my
guys
being
both wanted
anyway,
less.
so.
Just, wow.
You know what, Circuit? I just realized that was part of this argument we did not consider,
What's
and
that?
it would greatly change whether or not people care about what the Rainicorn did.
Oh.
Is it stealing from Gene Wilder Willy Wonka or Johnny Depp Willy Wonka? There's a difference.
Ooh. You know what? It's stealing from Tom and Jerry Willy Wonka.
Yes.
It's a cartoon character. It's got to steal from other cartoon characters.
Wow,
All
then
I know
nobody,
is I've been staring at this
wow,
image
then
too long.
nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would care.
Oh,
Like,
man.
wow,
I've
that-
been staring
like
at
you
this
you
image
actually
too long. Is
wow, you found a way for it to be like
Spike have
less. Sorry. Yeah.
Does Spike have a pouch here? Why are those two just in the
Yes, he
scales?
does.
I'm not thinking about that. Just for the sake of sanity, I'm not thinking about that one. I saw that. I realized what was going on. I am just not going to bring that up. I don't know if he's
Oh,
a
no.
kangaroo
Is
or
it-
if
is
there's
it like
what's
a
going on
kangaroo?
there. I
is
do
it
not.
like
Or
a
if
compartment?
those rabbits are sitting to the sides for a reason.
I'm just not going to think about it. Do
Yeah,
not
but
think
my
about it.
Chippy.
There's a fanfic out there for that. That is not here. We are not doing it. But it is a good argument. We don't know which Willy Wonka is going to sell from. I'm just more concerned about the fact that they went after any Willy Wonka at the end. They didn't even escalate to stealing from a Walmart. They escalate to stealing from the factory. It wasn't even it wasn't a slow escalation either. It was from neighbors to factory. It's like, well, how did you do that? How did you go?
I
how do
was
you
go
go
for
that
neighbors to
far?
Walmart. Toy went for the friggin' chocolate factory.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Because I guess it depends on where you live. Because are you in a neighborhood that's right next to the chocolate factory?
I guess so, but
Again, it's one of those things of we did not get specific. We were just, well, I was
Yeah,
leading a
sure.
lot of it, but I mostly just said we're going to do this because, God damn it, it's going to be something silly and stupid
Yeah.
because that's what this is about.
Oh, man, I just
remember,
remembered-
Charlie could literally walk to Willy Wonka's factory.
true. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I just remembered he could have also been a great selector of treats or snacks for holidays or birthdays or parties to hand out to people.
he would eat it.
Not all of it.
Yes, he would.
Okay. All right. We're
Look
going for the
above the
bunnies.
throne,
We're going
ye
for the
mighty,
bunnies.
and despair.
These are starting to sound more and more like negligent parents that are just like, oh, he's still a good kid. He didn't mean to burn down the school.
No,
He
I'm
didn't mean
not
to tip
fighting
over the
that
police
argument.
car. He's
Oh,
a
God.
good kid. He's just finding his way.
I'm not making that argument. I wanted to insert that sooner, but then Paul went straight for the gun. Bro.
No. At this point, I'm like, I know second, and while he will side with me for a lot of stuff, this is one of those times he won't side with anything just because I'm arguing it.
No, I would have sided with you. You just escalated it to such an intense degree. It's like I don't.
You did. Yeah, you didn't even have him. You didn't have them stealing. The fuck?
I don't know.
Stuff in the background.
Because I have because you're streaming to Discord,
Yeah.
so I'm hearing what you play.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, that was just like it was like what the hell? I thought
It
thought
went
somebody
from
was like
one to the nuclear option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you didn't even go from stealing from the neighbor to like stealing just from a standard candy store. That first.
That's what I was going to until Toa just jumped the shark.
Oh, you skipped the gas station.
he didn't jump the shark. He jumped the ocean, man. He jumped the whole freaking ocean.
Part of me
I'm
didn't
just
want
like,
part of me
I
didn't want to
was just
argue
like,
with Toa
screw
because
it. If we're doing the silliness of this, I'm going full silly.
You went too silly. So
This
that's
is
the
silly,
thing.
but there's also you also want to make a compelling argument to win. There's winning
You
with
could have
silliness,
it. You
and
just
then
have to go for the chocolate factory.
then there's robbing Willy Wonka at the chocolate factory. Silly. There's a
Yes.
line. There's a line.
Yes, but most of us were laughing at that and having a good time, and I consider
That's
that
partly
a
why I
win.
didn't
No,
interrupt
but-
you because
You
it
know
was
what?
so
If he
funny.
considers it a win, then everybody wins. But the real winners
So
are
what we've
actually.
learned
I'm
here
conflicted
today
about
is
Tech.
that theft is what's going to happen when you get a pet.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted
Okay.
on that
Still,
one.
you're
I
still-
am.
I'm surprised you could have easily come up with the argument that vegetables are not cheap, especially quality vegetables. You see the price of organic foods compared to Twinkies?
Theft is what happens when you get a pet,
Okay.
even if it's the company stealing from you.
All right. We're gonna go, you know what? At this point, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping up things here. Unfortunately, there is no time for our video of the week segment. We do have enough time to do a closeout video, which is what I was getting prepared for. But for now, let's go ahead and get our shoutouts in. We're going to start off with CMC. Shout out for the evening.
Fires, explosions, fast adventure, alien wrong things. I assume we'll probably be streaming on Thursday. Don't know about Friday.
All right. DM.
Have a great week. Stay healthy and hydrate often.
And Tech.
Night all.
Dorkoy.
See y'all in the afternoon party. I'll have that link in just a moment.
And Tsuki of the Taco Sunday.
Holy crap, I'm tired. Good night.
Alright, with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Please be sure to keep an eye out on the Discord for random streams happening on Thursday, Friday, or whenever streams may be happening. Also, keep an eye out on the Twitch. We do remind you that we do have Circuits Gaming Room on Sunday. We're going to be playing some more Thunderfolk, which has been a really good, fun time with furry folk, casting spells and casting fire. Along with that, a reminder to tune in an hour early for the pre-show with Cold Dusting Crew doing pre-show fun, which is always a good time. And we also have the Coffee House After Party, which is only live, only on our Vaughn. So if you're not here watching us live, if you're not here to get to the Vaughn live, you're not going to be able to catch it because we do not record it, because it's just random YouTube videos to relax and enjoy ourselves. And with that, let's go ahead and give a shout out to all of our wonderful chatters out there. First off, thank you to our RC chatters, to Cal Sakai, Golden, Fantastic Fred, Sonic 5421, Techman, Texcelling, the White Phoenix, and yay, Archivers. And I just want to give a big shout out to all of you out there, whether you're watching us on archives on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever archives may be uploaded, or watching us live on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever live streams may be broadcast. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, your love, your attention, your dedication, and your enjoyment of the Brony community, of the Brony show, and just our random stupid shenanigans, including a magic raccoon corn that is stealing from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So, with all of that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and wrap it all up here with a little song. This case, we're going to wrap it up with the sexiest song out there, because it's the sexiest horse alive by Harmony Bop. And I hope you all have a good night.
The folks don't get it. The confusion is spreading. The strike, the swap, the style, the confidence and smile. The folks don't get it. Ponies won't get it. Went from a doomy edgy kid to a cult living the dream. No one shall know it. I am careful not to show it. The thoughts inside my head, my existential dread. They'll never get it. They won't ever understand it. Hide away destructive tendencies. Go on stage, sing, drop on knees. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know who you're talking to. I'm the sexiest horse alive. You're gonna get all the blessings you need from the a shiver cold, I might appear excused to hide with clothes because of fear, and I have no control. Diet, pills, and exercise, obsession becomes my demise, and I don't want to lose control. Now I hide behind my brand, a masquerade of one who's tall and grand. You might be wary, my jacket might be scary. Build confidence with pride, I hide myself inside. When I am staring at my own reflection, I don't think I look good. On stage misunderstood. I'm the sexiest horse alive. You're gonna get all the blessings you need from the sexiest horse alive. I'm the sexiest horse alive. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know who you're talking to. I'm the sexiest horse alive. All the blessings you need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh,
That's right. I am the sexiest horse alive.
Are you sure about that?
Sure enough.
X'd
Anyway,
out, X'd out.
coffee house after pretty good.